Coming up, U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers prepare for upcoming aid distribution in the state of Colorado. We learn how a mobile medical bus in Chiayi County, Taiwan safeguards the health of local residents. Welcome to the Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. The state of Colorado in the United States is a famous tourist destination for those who enjoy skiing. And for this reason, many were happy to learn that the first snowfall occurred this week. However, for those who suffered in the September floods, their lives are only going to become more difficult. To help, Tzu Chi volunteers from around the nation are getting ready to carry out aid distributions in the disaster areas.
Looking down, we see the mountains of Colorado covered in the first snowfall of winter. As winter approaches, Tzu Chi volunteers are flying in from everywhere to help those still struggling to recover from the recent floods.
I am from Northern California and I brought Master Zheng Yan's photo.
I'm from the Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters and I brought around $100,000 worth of cash cards.
I am from Southern California. I brought 250 scarves.
I'm from Oakland. Today I brought myself here to volunteer.
Since the devastating flooding in Colorado more than a month ago, the temperature statewide has dropped dramatically. Worried for the flood survivors, some 20 volunteers from around the U.S. brought relief items for a two-day aid distribution. With no Tzu Chi office in the state, volunteers had to seek help from a few Chinese community residents for accommodation and transportation.
The state of Colorado experienced severe flooding in September and help is needed. Since I'm given the opportunity to lend a hand, I want to help. At the same time, I would also like to show my kids that there are many in need of help, and Tzu Chi is a great way to reach them.
As those targeted in the distribution are mainly low-income families, with many being Mexican immigrants, Tzu Chi volunteers took time before the event to learn how to sing a Tzu Chi song in Spanish, in hopes of bringing their love and warmth to flood survivors.
In Indonesia, Tzu Chi volunteers and Tima medical staff regularly carried out free clinic in Patamangan of North Jakarta to help those in need, as most of those who live here are senior residents with no money to pay for medical treatment. Tzu Chi's free clinic every 2 months is extremely important to them.
Knowing that Tzu Chi is here to hold a free clinic, residents of Patamangan in North Jakarta arrived early in the morning at the local sports stadium, as no one wants to miss this opportunity.
I hope after receiving treatment here that I can recover quickly from my illness. I would like to regain a healthy body. That is all. Thank you.
Most of those who live in Patamangan are senior residents who are unable to work and thus struggle to make ends meet. The Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter established a program a few years ago to help improve these residents' lives.
I happen to be feeling unwell for the past few days, so I'm grateful Tzu Chi is here to hold a free clinic. I also received your rice a few days ago. Thank you, Tzu Chi, for reaching out to us needy families.
At the free clinic, 6 doctors and 14 pharmacists are on site to provide their expertise, as well as some 60 volunteers who stand by to help patients through the treatment process.
Those who came for medical treatment mainly consist of senior residents who suffer from back pain, high blood pressure, diabetes, and chronic illnesses. Chatting with them, we found out that many of them have no money for medication, so our free clinic is a great help.
Though medical staff and volunteers had to give up their holidays to participate in the event, seeing the smiles on the faces of the elderly means that their dedication has paid off.
Moving to New Taipei City, Taiwan, to safeguard the health of local residents living in the remote area of Jiufen, Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital and Ruifang Minor Hospital held a joint free clinic at the local community center. Other than attending the free clinic, the superintendent and deputy superintendent of the two hospitals also visited the homes of those that couldn't make it to the free clinic. Early in the morning, medical staff from the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital arrived at the community center here in Jiufen, Ruifang District in preparation of their upcoming joint free clinic. As most of the patients are seniors, medical staff and volunteers listen closely and carefully. 80-year-old Mr. Jian is unable to speak, thus doctors and volunteers pay extra attention to his gestures. This time, the free clinic offers services in family medicine, nutritional counseling, and traditional Chinese medicine.
We have Chinese medicine doctors here today. Patients were very happy because they were able to receive acupuncture treatment and ask questions. Chinese medicine can fill in the gaps where Western medicine is lacking.
Other than holding the free clinic at the community center, the superintendent and deputy superintendent of the two hospitals also visited solitary seniors. Walking along the narrow roads, the medical team arrives at the home of a sick grandmother. Upon seeing the doctors, the senior expresses her worry about her pleural infusion.
The senior's health is not that great. Her organs are deteriorating. It is very hard for her to travel to the city to see a doctor.
In Ruifang's Zhoufen, there are many seniors that are immobilized or living with chronic disease. In the future, Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital will continue working with the Ruifang Minor Hospital and together safeguard the health of local residents. Staying in New Taipei City as part of the celebration of Loi Krathong, a traditional Thai festival, the local government organized a ball game for foreign laborers to enjoy. During the event, Tzu Chi volunteers also took the opportunity to provide free health checkups for needy participants.
To mark the traditional holiday of Loi Krathong, New Taipei City government held a sepak takraw ball game for Thai laborers. The Tima medical team seized the opportunity to organize a free clinic. Thanks to the help of volunteer translators, the communication between volunteers and foreign laborers went smoothly.
We have many years of experiences working with Tima to carry out free clinics for foreign laborers. We will chat with the patients here at the registry and the psychiatrist service area.
Here, Tzu Chi volunteers provide healthcare services to serve these foreign workers so that they can maintain a healthy body, mind, and spirit. Your service is well organized and thoughtful. We hope that Tzu Chi will continue to work with us, holding similar events.
Meanwhile, Tima volunteers find their way into the remote communities in Pingxi district.
All the Tima volunteers cherish the opportunity to join Tzu Chi's medical mission and to embrace Master Zheng Yan's Dharma. We will spread love and care to all the residents living in remote areas on behalf of Tzu Chi and Master Zheng Yan.
In today's free clinic event, traditional Chinese medicine, dentistry, and ophthalmology are provided to help needy patients.
每次义诊都有跟着出来吗？对。我们大概帮忙这个剪头发大概多久时间了？几年？我已经有参加已经有2年多了。
王诊是比较 I'd like to join the volunteers in carrying out free clinics in remote areas. This way, I can better learn the elderly's living conditions and provide them with much-needed assistance in person.
Seeing the less fortunate in person, the youngsters are motivated to take up the torch and do their best to help the needy in society.
In breaking the tradition of patients going to the hospital to receive health checkups, Taiwan's Chiayi County, with its large aging population, has brought their medical services to its residents. In 2002, a mobile medical bus equipped with various medical equipment was introduced. Here's more.
In 2002, a medical bus was introduced in Chiayi County, as Chiayi County has the largest elderly population in all of Taiwan. This way, it's more convenient for the elderly to get their health checked, so we thought of ways to bring the healthcare into the community.
An hour after the free clinic is set up, patients still have not arrived. So what's a free clinic to do?
Right now, the Health Bureau has set up a free clinic to check on the health of farmers like yourself. You're done with your farm work, right? Why don't you come with me to get a checkup? It's because everyone in this community is busy out in the fields, so when we made the announcement, they didn't hear it. So it's more effective if we go door to door to ask them to join us. This is our ultrasound equipment.
In the past, residents in this area have a tendency to go to unlicensed medical doctors, so they are at a high risk for hepatitis C or B.
Most residents will just take a pill to protect themselves from liver disease. So when they come to the free clinic, we will give them an ultrasound to make sure they are healthy.
Chiayi County's Health Bureau has a pap screening bus. However, since Chiayi County is a farming community, the women living here are also more conservative.
I came across a situation at an event where I was chasing an elderly woman around the free clinic, asking her to get tested since we had our bus here. She was shy about getting a pap smear and kept refusing. After a long time and effort, we finally convinced her to get screened.
For the mobile free clinic, Chiayi County Health Bureau not only partners up with the local public health center, but with other hospitals as well.
We team up with facilities like Tzu Chi Hospital or Chang'e Medical Hospital to provide health screenings that fit the different needs of community residents.
It makes it convenient for us when they come to us for the health screening.
The services are well-rounded. It's great to see they are here to check on our health.
Today we meet 28-year-old ophthalmologist Gao Jiali, who once had a high-paying job in the United States. However, before her mother passed away, she told Gao that her biggest regret was not having helped more people during her lifetime. Thus, Gao left the United States and returned to Taiwan to serve residents in the remote villages, hoping to fulfill her mother's lifetime wish.
It's 9 in the morning and residents of Ali Shan's Shanmei village are gathered inside a Catholic church, waiting for the arrival of ophthalmologist Gao Jiali.
My eyes are scratchy and it stings when there is pus. I'm worried I will lose my eyesight. It's more convenient if the doctor comes here. We don't have to spend so much money on transport, and if we have any problems, it's easier for us to get them checked out.
Mount Ali is well known for its spectacular views, yet its natural barriers makes it difficult for people to travel to and from here. This is where Gao Jiali came after leaving her high-paying job in the United States.
好 ，OK。看完了，你的右眼开的白内障。 可是啊，你的右眼看不见，不怎么清楚，是因为散光的问题啦。那是很简单，配副眼镜就可以了。
Gao now devotes most of her time and energy to volunteer work. 2 years ago, Gao lost her mother to illness and wanted to give up on her medical career. Yet, remembering that her mother's biggest regret was not being able to help more people, Gao decided to continue on her medical path as a volunteer.
我本身是做这个是很高兴的，我没有什么遗憾。可能也有医生。
I am happy to be a volunteer. I have no regrets. When other doctors see what we do, maybe they'll be inspired to join us, even if it's just for a week or 2 weeks, or like me doing this long term. At least they'll be reminded of their initial aspiration for choosing to study medicine.
她的故事是蛮感动的，然后她也是很多影响。
Her story is very inspiring and it has influenced me a lot. If I have time and the ability in the future, I hope to be involved in similar types of work.
人往前面靠一点，人不要大意，人往前面靠，人往前面靠。
During the clinic, the team comes across many seniors who can only speak Dole, and each question has to be asked many times. However, the smile on Gao's face never disappears, as she well knows what these villagers need most is not just medicine, but also care.
你好，眼睛有开过刀过吗？没有。看近很远的那边，远的有问题吗？没有。Plus 150.
My previous glasses I bought myself. I thought I was 2200, but I'm actually 2250. I can see clearly with these now. My vision was blurry wearing the ones I bought myself. Thank you, doctors. Thank you.
Gao came to realize that many of the residents here are in fact seniors, most of whom suffer from cataract or other eye illnesses. Gao patiently convinced them to get treatment and pays for their prescription glasses out of her own pocket, as she hopes to show these residents the beauty of Mount Ali once again and find hope for the future.
In the Philippines, the government of Manila recently held a recycle lifeboat competition, with the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter being among the 10 groups that joined the event. The volunteers won the competition, rolling a lifeboat that was made from 1,138 recycled plastic bottles, and the winning prize of $460 was later donated to Tzu Chi's charity mission. Teams raced to the finish line at the Recycle Lifeboat competition organized by the government of Manila. And the winner of this competition is the Philippines Tzu Chi volunteers. Volunteer Rico Ballard, who took part, says that Manila frequently encounters torrential rains, and the Recycle Lifeboat, which brought them victory today, will be able to save lives in the future.
This boat is made out of 1,138 plastic bottles that were collected by Tzu Chi volunteers. The wires, tires, and other parts are all from the recycling stations.
This recycled lifeboat made by Tzu Chi volunteers is able to carry 15 passengers. In fact, the volunteers are thinking of making an even bigger boat.
I can finish an eco-friendly lifeboat like this in 3 weeks. If there were more people working on it, we could probably finish it in 3 days to a week.
Tulong-tulungan siya talaga. Siguro kaya siya ng mga 3 days or 1 week lang.
To help members of the public gain a better understanding of Tzu Chi and learn ways to safeguard the planet, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to join the competition.
I am very happy that we won the race. The winnings from the competition can help those in need.
We want to tell the other cities, also actually the entire world, that in Manila and only in Manila this can happen. No? So it's a boat making contest by using recycled materials. We have used refrigerators, 1.5, 5 gallons, and mga crates.
In November, Tzu Chi volunteers will be showcasing the recycled lifeboat to 60 foreign representatives. In the future, the boat will also be used as a recycled lifeboat template for future missions. In Myanmar, the Lighting Festival is celebrated around mid-October. On this day, Burmese not only light up candles to pray for blessings, but also offer gifts to seniors to express their gratitude and respect. Recently, local Tzu Chi volunteers held 2 gratitude events to give children the chance to present homemade sandwiches to parents as a way to say thanks. Streets light up with candles as part of the Lighting Festival here in Myanmar. Today, Yangon City is filled with residents celebrating the holiday. The Lighting Festival and Songkran are 2 of the most important festivals for the Burmese. During the Lighting Festival, members of the public will light candles to pray for blessings, pay visits to Buddhist temples, and offering gifts to seniors to show their respect. To celebrate the holiday, teachers and students at the Tinganyu No. 5 Basic Education High School, a school that was rebuilt by Tzu Chi, returned to the school to hold a blessing ceremony. Meanwhile, Tzu Chi volunteers also invited scholarship recipients and their parents to the local liaison office, where children offered homemade sandwiches.
Thank you, Sister Dede and Tzu Chi, for giving me the chance to bow to my mother. I've never expressed my thanks to her. Today, I got a chance to express my feelings, and I'm overwhelmed with tremendous joy.
Da Yi-man is a single mother who spends most of her time working to support her child. After listening to her son say, "I love you, Mom," Da Yi-man couldn't help but shed tears of joy.
Through today's event, I was able to feel the love my son has for me. I shed many tears because we have never been so close. I am truly touched by my child's gesture.
For years, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for these scholarship recipients like their own children, and some scholarship recipients take the chance to express their gratitude to the volunteers.
Before, I didn't know that I should be grateful when bowing to my parents. After hearing the volunteers' explanation, I understand that I need to be grateful to my parents. Although my parents are not here today, the Tzu Chi aunts are like my mother.
The Lighting Festival not only gives children the chance to strengthen their bonds with their parents, but also shows the virtues of filial piety. Tzu Chi volunteer Zhuang Fengfeng's family runs a small factory business in Taoyuan, Taiwan. However, last month a fire damaged the factory and left the family struggle to clean up. Seeing the plight of their fellow volunteer, Tzu Chi volunteers gathered to help speed up the cleaning process.
A fire in this factory in Taoyuan left both the factory and Tzu Chi volunteer Zhuang Fengfeng's livelihood in ashes.
All our hard work went up in smoke. I was afraid of coming here to see what was left. Every time my mother-in-law came to look, she left in tears.
As bills continue to mount, the family has been desperately working to get the factory up and running again. Today, to help them do just that, are the volunteers of Tzu Chi.
脚不是那么方便啊，你还很卖力的搬，为什么？
没有为什么，真是没有为什么，只是做而已。
只是做啊？
对啊。
啊，做的感觉。
尽我所能而已啊，就这样啊。
Seeing the extent of the destruction, volunteers come up with ingenious ways to help with the cleanup.
Everything has been burned. There is aluminum, iron, and iron nails everywhere, so you need a magnet. I brought two.
Seeing the volunteers doing their best on her behalf has brought hope to Zhuang Fengfeng that her family will make it through this difficult time.
There is a Jingsi artisan saying that good deeds and filial actions cannot wait. I know we will make it through. What is mercy? Mercy is being helped in our times of need and helping others in return. We go back to the United States at the end of the show to show their love for Mother Earth. Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Chings from the Tzu Chi New Jersey chapter gathered together to clean up a lake in Edison City. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching Dai Headlines. Goodbye.